And good morning. Welcome to today's race is presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. Stronach 5 Friday to get to. We'll get to all that. A big show, lots of videos and tickets to show you for today. But real quick, let's recap. Yesterday they took down the Rainbow Pick Six. Yesterday, nice little score for a Thursday afternoon. We had some nice prices on the day. Trainer Damon Dildovico had a 2-win day. Horacio Caramanos had a big day. He won a couple, and they hit the Pick Six for a little over $12,000 yesterday.
And not only did they hit the Pick Six, the early Pick 5 went for $10,000 and some change.
Nice.
Awesome at righties or readies, however you want to pronounce it. That was a big winner. That kind of shook things up for the better. So, whoever was out there that took it down, congratulations. Some really good handicapping and a good structure of getting that ticket together, because we did certainly have some prices and some tough winners to make yesterday.
Yeah, you had a nice stat play on top, that nice $9 horse, right?
Yeah, we did. And then, what was that, Lion Lord in the last?
Oh, that horse run big.
Yeah.
I left before the last race, before the radio show, but I saw the video this morning on Rodman's replay show. He won by a pole.
Where'd that race come from? That was just huge. I mean, took pressure, went quick early, and said, "See you later." Top of the stretch,
Jerry and the X-Man again.
Yeah, switched over to the left lead and late. Just want to relax. So that really no issue with that. But man, what a big time performance from Lion Lord.
All right, so that's all yesterday. No carryover today in the Pick Six or the late Pick 5, but we have that Stronach 5, the popular national wager, starts right here today at Laurel Park. $100,000 guarantee. Those are the racetracks that are participating: Laurel Park, Gulfstream, Golden Gate, Santa Anita, Industry Low. 12% takeout on the Stronach 5. It's $1 minimum play, a little harder to hit, but when you hit it, it pays big. It paid over $25,000 last Friday. Now, I gave out a winning ticket a couple weeks ago, paid $1,100. I wasn't close last Friday. I got knocked out in the first leg. I was 4 deep in the first leg last Friday. Got knocked out. It was a tough sequence last Friday. It paid over $25,000. I think you have a couple heavy favorites in legs B and C. Let me just check out my ticket real quick. Yeah, legs B and C, you have a couple heavy favorites. So I key in one of those heavy favorites. I use a backup horse in one of the other races. I'll show you my ticket real quick. Let's show you the times and everything, the lineup of races for the Stronach 5. It's going to start right here, Laurel Park, race 8, 3:49 Eastern time. All right, so it's a nice 6-horse field, nice starter allowance race. Leg B at Gulfstream Park is race 8 at Gulfstream is leg B. As a heavy favorite in that race. Then leg C, Golden Gate Fields, race 3. Big as an even money favorite in there. And then leg D, Santa Anita, race 3. And then leg E, Gulfstream Park, race 10. So that's the lineup of races. Starts Laurel Park, race 8. Let's show you my ticket real quick. I'll show you my play. It's a $72 ticket I have today for the Stronach 5. If we can pop the ticket up real quick, Eric. Do we have it? Okay. We'll fire away here. I hit the all button. I got knocked out in the first leg last Friday. I was 4 deep, and I got, boom, knocked out right away. So that's not going to happen in the first leg today here at Laurel Park. With the 3 scratches, I thought there was a lot of speed in the race. And I thought it set it up for a closer, like too much data I had on top at 15-1.
Wow, okay.
That horse is scratched.
He's back in, I think, on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Saturday, yeah.
All right, well, good luck to him, but he's out today. So take out the 2, 3, and the 7 in Laurel Park, race 8. I think it's a wide-open 6-horse field. You have the speed horse on the inside, speed horse on the outside. We'll see what happens. I hit the all button. I use all 6 runners here, Laurel Park, race 8, to kick it off. Now, leg B, Gulfstream, race 8. Heavy favorite there, Chad Brown coming off the layoff, Chiclet Stream with Castellano aboard. Chad Brown 24% off this kind of layoff. He's sitting at 32% with Javier Castellano at Gulfstream. So I key on Chad Brown, one of the world's top trainers. Chiclet Stream I need at 7-5. Leg B, Gulfstream, race 8. Leg C, Golden Gate, race 3. There's an even money favorite there. The 4, Paige Ann, trying the synthetic for the first time for trainer Simon Callahan. I use a horse that's proven on the synthetic for trainer Jonathan Wong, the 7 Rewa. I also use in leg C, and then I go 3-7 in leg D. I use the 4-9-10 in leg E. So if I can get a price home here, I need a price in the first leg where I hit the all button, because then you're going to have a couple favorites in legs B and C.
Or if you have an opinion, right, at Laurel, if you're really confident in one or two, then you can kind of try to knock out those favorites, work a little deeper. So,
right.
Hey, pick your poison, whatever you like to do here, but you've got a challenge on your hands as always. Every week in the Stronach 5, it usually pays quite handsomely. Today, it might not be any different. You beat a couple of those even money morning line shots, you will be in business. Yeah, I actually in my late pick 5, I think I have a single, right, going to a horse in the last, but fix me a sandwich. We'll talk about that race a little bit later.
All right, so fix me a sandwich with the speed on the outside.
Yep.
All right, so that's race 8. Can't wait to get to that race, but lots to get to before that here. Let me go back to the rundown. I went to the tickets down, back to the rundown here. Tomorrow's a big day. We have 4 big stake races tomorrow. The racing office, racing secretary Chris Mers and stakes coordinator Coley Blind, they did a nice job putting together the stakes for tomorrow. The undercard races are good. The fire plug is real tough. You have Still Having Fun in there. You have Anna's Bandit trying a mile. They skip the What a Summer, the 6.5, and then they wanted to go against the Maryland Breds going a mile. Well, Maryland bred, Maryland sired, going a mile. Can Anna's Bandit get the mile? She's a monster, 4-5 favored in the Geisha. She's 0 for 1 going a mile. But this is against Maryland bred, Maryland sired. Anna's Bandit's a heavy favored. I have her on top in that race going a mile.
I will try to beat her. I have a stat. I've usually pretty much all positive stats for Jerry Robb, but you don't want to be throwing things out there. It's nothing against the horse, the whole outfit or anything like that. But there is a stat. We'll see it tomorrow. A little tease there concerning Anna's Bandit. So, from a betting perspective, that might make you want to lean a little bit another way and try to get a little bit more value. But, man, you can't take anything away of what she has accomplished. The whole team, Jerry Robb and the whole gang, done a phenomenal job with her. But from a betting standpoint, I got to look for a little bit more value.
All right, so 4 big stake races tomorrow. Let's get right to it today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. We're going to have a very crisp, cool, sharp winter day here at Laurel Park. There they are working on the track, getting it ready for the afternoon as we're 52 minutes out, now 51 minutes out for race 1. Let's check out the conditions, check out the weather and all that today here. Conditions board here, if we have it. All right, we don't have it. No worries. The weather's in the 20s, 30s today with wind. The wind chill factor, and the wind's going to be a factor today. Dave Robin normally gives out the headwinds and the tailwinds for the stretch and everything.
Well, they certainly ran into that headwind through the stretch yesterday.
Yeah, did they? There was a headwind in the stretch?
Yeah, so a little bit in the speed and help down the backstretch into the far turn, but they had to run into that headwind through the stretch yesterday. And then hats off to everybody, the whole team, everybody here, jockeys, trainers, grooms, they got it done yesterday. That was a tough wind to deal with on yesterday's card, and they got it done admirably. So
tougher today.
Yeah, I don't know if you think the gusts may be as strong, but definitely cooler today. You felt that bite in the air this morning, and noticeable changes in the air, and some precip, maybe some frozen precip on the way tomorrow.
All right, so here we go. Race 1. Race 1's going to kick off. The popular early pick 5 paid $10,000 yesterday. It's a mandatory payout. Industry low, 12% takeout on all the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Let's check out my early pick 5 ticket, a $48 play. I go 4 deep here in race 1. I used a 3, 4, 5, 7. Then I kind of dink and dunk the rest of the way home. Could not find a single here on the early pick 5. You can study that ticket, my Stronach 5 ticket, all of our picks for today and tomorrow on the website, laurelpark.com. Under the handicapping section. Also, you can check out the press releases for all the stake races tomorrow, and also a nice press release about the races involved in the Stronach 5 today. So here we go. Race 1. We're going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 16,000 for straight 3-year-olds. Scratch to 1. He's not tapping. Who was 2-1 morning line. So big scratch here on the 1. Take out the 2 as well. Take out the 8 Supercross. Okay, we have it right on the board now.
Yep.
Take out the 1, 2, 8. I end up on just taking a shot with a little bit of a price here. The 7 Bear Force 1 first-time starter, homebred for Conrad Wason. You put this horse on top. It's been working well enough here at Laurel Park. Doesn't have to ship for the debut. I like that. It's familiar with the gate crew here at Laurel Park. Just had a gate work going a half-mile January 4th on a sloppy track. Robbie Bales, he does a nice job here for a long time. Kevin Gomez, good journeyman rider. That's a Maryland bred by Bandbox. So I'll take a shot here with Bear Force 1. Not going to get 8-1 with the 3 scratches that we've had here in race 1.
Interesting. You come up with that horse. I was looking for a little bit of a stranger, but Bandbox, stallion here, the sire of Bear Force 1, he's about 23-24% with his first-time starter sprinting on the dirt. I like that. All 4 foals are winners, all right, out of this mare. 2 of them have won first time out. So trying to kind of ride that little wave of success early on between the sire and this Merrick, putting out some first time starters that have gotten it done. Yeah, I'll take the 7 on top. Gone Home, I think, is clearly going to be tough. Rodolfo Sanchez Salomon deadly off the claim, turning back in distance. Will take a stalk and pounce kind of trip in here. Gone Home. We've got a video of a race a couple races back, a sprint. And this is the 15th of December behind Irish Town. And this day, Not As Glory you're going to see in this race as well, dueling on the front end. Not As Glory is the 5-horse today. I think we'll talk about him as well. I think he's going to carry that speed a little bit longer against this particular field. But Gone Home, really no excuse. Kind of riding the better part of the racetrack on the 15th. A slight lean towards the outer portion of the racetrack on this particular day. Irish Town is going to be able to get up late on the outside, but Gone Home just didn't bring enough finish to get it done. I think back to a sprint, though, in a barn that is very live off the claim. You're going to have to consider Gone Home in today's opener. And Irish Town came back and ran pretty well yesterday. I know ran 7th, but encountered a ton of trouble from the quarter pole to about the 16th pole. So Irish Town, put on your stable mail next time out there for Casey. But let's try a little stranger here with the firster, Bear Force 1. Not As Glory you saw in that race. I think he is going to be the speed. You're going to have to catch him first off the claim, and I don't think he'll get involved in a duel this afternoon.
All right, let's get a cold 7-4-5 trifecta home here in race 1. Turn the page. Early pick 4 action starts in race 2. We're going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 16,000. 4 straight 3-year-old fillies. Another big scratch here of one of the favorites. Take out the 5 Smokin' Baby at 2-1. I had the 5 on top. So now I end up, I didn't want to pick a first-time starter breaking from the 1 hole on top, but now I end up on the 1. Tibbs included on top. It's going to take a lot of play at the window. Cal Lynch, big numbers with his first-time starters. He's 27% recently with his first-time starters. No surprise. Trevor McCarthy's on this horse. McCarthy and Lynch 42% here in Maryland with a positive ROI. It's a big number. The works are okay, good enough for this level. Bunch of gate works. I like to see that. By include a broad brush sire. So the 1 Tiz included. It's going to be one of your favorites here. I don't like the inside post for the first-time starter, but you got to respect the connections here.
Yeah, $30,000 purchase in for 16. Maybe didn't get what we were hoping for there. With straight 3-year-olds over the last couple years. Okay, Stan. Cal Lynch is 4 for 14 with the first-time starters, 3-year-old firsters with an ROI of 268. That is on the dirt. 10 for 14 though in the money. So a good chance this horse is gonna hit the board. Include about 9% with the firster sprinting on the dirt. I'm gonna try another stranger. Maybe the 7s will be wild to start the day on this Friday. Talia Ladybug pretty much buried both starts, beaten 18 lengths in debut, eased in latest, but the Lasix goes on an outside draw, gets in a little assist with the speed scratched out of here of Smoking Baby. I know Deirdre of Legend has got some speed, this 2-horse. I think she's going to maybe take a tracking trip. This horse was against the bias, clear, didn't want to be inside that day on the 19th up at Parks. This horse has a turn of foot. Lasix goes on. Send. Let's hope we can clear and go gate the wire. A little bit of a shot of a price. I got a couple horses a day. I'm going to take some shots on at big morning lines.
All right, yeah, the dirtied up form
Yep.
scared me
Dirtied up.
away, but the Lasix goes on today, so that should help there with the 7 Talia Ladybug, the 2 Deirdre Legends, they're the morning line
Yeah.
favorite here for Mark Reed and the Bug Avery. Wisman, this horse, besides the debut, after that hasn't run a bad race. Good third, last out against Maiden 16,000 at this level.
Yeah.
Doesn't have too much early speed. Likes to get a little. She probably is going to get a stalking trip. 3-year-old daughter. Bellamy Road, just kind of hanging around at this level. We both have her in our exact.
I think she'll move to be a fairly strong favorite, I would think, unless this money just pours in on the Lynch first. And we've seen it happen. I think she's going to be about 8-5, 7-5 when it's all said and done. Deirdre of Legend. Haas Kitten, second place finisher out of that last race, got beaten as a heavy fave for 10,000 last out. But she fits in here. 5.5 is the right kind of distance. But let's take a little stranger here. Look at that record for Alfredo Velasquez just in the maiden claiming category, Stan. 44% over the last year and a half. That's pretty strong. So we'll go. Can we get some 7s home early on?
Take a shot there with the price in race 2 with a big scratch there of the favorite, the 5 Smoking Baby kind of throws me off my game there in race 2. I end up on a horse I don't want to pick on top because of the post, but I end up on the 1. But good luck there with Talia Ladybug getting first time Lasix. Race 3 is going to kick off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. No carryover today. They hit it yesterday for a little over 12,000. Whoever out there hit the Rainbow Pick 6, I know you're tuned right back in here today. You're locked on. You want some winners for today's card. You're probably going to go after the Stronach 5. You probably hit the Stronach 5 last Friday for 25,000. That's what gave you the spending capital to go after that Pick 6 yesterday and get it for 12,000. We had the long shot winners early on in that sequence yesterday.
How about it? Absolutely. Yeah, congrats again. I mean, some big payouts on yesterday's racing card.
All right, so we'll start fresh today in the Rainbow Pick 6. Starts race 3. We're going 6 furlongs, $40,000 starter allowance for straight 3-year-olds. Let's start here with the morning line favorite, the 1 Tastes Like Plaid. They had 9-5 morning line. Let's take a look at the video. Late December, stepping up first off the claim against Maiden 40,000, going 6 furlongs. A big win first off the claim for trainer Marilyn McMullen.
And there's just wave and smile. We're going to see that one again today, but what a ride. Just ever so patient. Forest Boys measuring the leaders around the turn and responding to that left-handed stick, work through the final 1/8 of a mile, and is going to grind down your heavy favorite there at 1-5 that afternoon. But Tastes Like Plaid, out of a race, 2 races back, pitching area is a key horse now, is a 3-time winner. There is some speed in this race. Tastes Like Plaid just needs to get away cleanly, get a good tracking position again, and I think can bring that similar type of run.
All right, I have the horse on top. Sharp win first off the claim for Marilyn McMullen. Forest Boyce aboard. Boyce has been on a roll for a while. The 4 Johnny Cab, Tyler Connor aboard for Brandon Culp. This is a 3-year-old, had a sharp second 2 back at Penn National with a big number. That was late November. Came back late December. Not so good on a sloppy track last out, but gets back to a fast track today. So we both have a cold 1-4 on top this race.
Been in quite a few barns in a short career, only 8 lifetime races here for Johnny Cab. But the 2-back race is the one that caught my eye. Don't Mess With Me as a horse. It's one optional claimer here at Laurel. Shanghai is cool, a decent horse keying up against that one. So Johnny Cab reverting back to the fast track try at Penn. Maybe that number's slightly inflated, but he brings that effort. He's going to be around a long way. I don't think this field's going to get too far away from him. He's going to be part of this pace flow.
All right, so I have an 8-1 shot I use. I think might be live in this race. I have Cal Lynch on top in race 2. Maybe Cal Lynch can pull off an upset here with the 6 Derek's Boy. 3 starts at Charlestown, a sharp debut score, going 4.5 to 7 furlongs against Stakes Company, too tough. But then a sharp second last out against Allowance Company, West Virginia breds, going 4.5. Tries Laurel for the first time today. Xavier Prez should get a nice trip on the outside. It's a 3-year-old by Fiber Sandy. That's a top West Virginia sire, the sire late night powwow. So maybe the trains here, sharp half-mile work late December here at Laurel Park. Is probably going to show speed coming from that 4.5 at Charlestown. The X-Man probably going to be in a perfect spot, turnover home. Then the big question is, can he get the 6 furlongs?
That's the biggest concern. Exactly. He's going up against a little bit better competition than he did in those first 3 tries.
Yep. All right, let's turn the page. Race 4 is going to kick off the late pick 5. No carryover today in the late pick 5. They hit it yesterday, but as always, we feature that industry low 12% takeout on all the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. So race 4 kicks off the late pick 5. All right, I'm getting used to these new boards and graphics here. 50-cent pick 5 offering early and late pick 5s daily. Carryover. Okay, yep. Boom, boom. All right, 12% takeout. All right, good to go. Here we go. Race 4, 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000 filly mares 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Or never won 4 are the conditions. The 1, Barb's Gray Lion, is going to be one of your favorites in this race. 2-1 morning line for Charlie A. Frock. The Frock barn with the big
yesterday.
Yeah. The long shot winner yesterday. You like Barb's Gray Lion as well. You're getting 5 pounds off with the Bug of Wisman aboard. Wisman had a nice score back in December. That was against a Nickel 3 Life. Good second last out behind Castle Ridge. Fast track. Off track, doesn't matter. Barb's Gray Lion's a runner. It's going to show speed from the inside today. Only has to go 5.5 today.
Yeah, 5.5. It certainly works for her. A couple wins at this distance. She's kind of looks like she's in her best form right now, and I don't think she necessarily needs the lead. She's going to break super sharp if she's going to go ahead and get it and maybe outrun Sluicer to the front. The horse just to her outside, Savannah Roxana, also has some speed. This is another race I'm taking a shot. Grease Lightning, I whiffed a little bit. 20-1. Was 20-1 and buried at this level last time. That was a muddy sealed surface. We're back to a fast track, and there's some speed in here. I'll still take around 12-1 on Grease Lightning. You should get it. The last couple races just kind of brutal. Back to a fast track. Look at the rider change. We're going to have a much more experienced rider. This jockey-trainer combo hooked up with High Roller about 7 or 8 days ago to get a win. This horse can close into this pace. I think you're going to see Grace Lightning rated somewhere in mid-pack and hopefully come rolling at a big, big price for a barn. Carlos Mencia, have you ever really seen? I mean, this is a big change the way things have gone for this barn of recent, the last couple months, and you've got to take notice of that. You just can't ignore it and think back about the past. This is a new version of Carlos Mencia, and these horses are looking good on the racetrack. They're running good, so why not take a shot at a big price?
All right, well, he knocked me out of the Stronach 5 last Friday. The barn's on a roll, and you mentioned the rider change. You're going from a 7-pound apprentice jockey to Victor Carrasco, who's almost he's almost to 1,000 career wins. So big rider change on the 3. You'll get a decent price. The 5 we both use here, Splendor Gals, 5-2. Alberto Burgess, a 7-pound apprentice that Mark Reed's been riding recently. And this 5-year-old mare by Painter, she was running well last spring here at Laurel Park in Pimlico. Couple decent efforts going 6 furlongs. She's had all summer off, been working well over there at Pimlico. So now she finds a nice spot coming off the layoff.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much speed she brings to the table. I think she's going to sit back somewhere in mid-pack, maybe 5 or 6 out of it, leaving the 3/8 pole and just try to kind of churn and burn from there and get up at the wire. But certainly capable with one of her better races to beat this field.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, you like the late pick 4. That starts race 5. The Stronach 5 paid $25,000 last Friday. It starts Laurel Park, race 8 today. We'll check it all out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Late pick 4 today starts race 5. Keith, you have a ticket for it. It's a maiden 10 going a mile. Here we go. Yeah, you're 5 deep. I don't blame you here, race 5.
Yeah, this is really tricky. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. And go a whole bunch of ways in here. 6th race. 3, 4, and 10. We'll use the first or plot the dots in the mix. Trying about a pretty live, and you got that favorite in there. Was it Just Wave and Smile? That's the race. Yeah, the 4 for Dale Cap. Now, certainly going to come down off of that 9 to 5 morning line with some scratches. 7th race, 2 deep, the 5 and the 6. We'll wrap it up. I'm going to take a shot. Fix Me a Sandwich. Joseph Taylor, the trainer, owes me no money. He's been performing when we pick him. We're going to try to ride it out one more time with Fix Me a Sandwich. $15 for that late pick 4.
All right, a lot of speed there in race 8. That's a nice starter allowance race to kick off the Stronach 5. Here we go. Race 5, going a mile, maiden claiming 10,000 straight 3-year-old fillies. I go with one of the favorites here, the 1 Congress Hall on top for Hugh McMahon, Jevion Toledo. This Maryland bred by Jumpstart, bred by Bowman and Higgins up there in Cecil County. A decent second at this level last down. That was first time stretching out to a mile, second time at this level, so she has a good foundation underneath her. She can just kind of hang out. She doesn't have too much early speed, at least she didn't last time, and she ran a lifetime best. So Toledo's just probably going to let her settle, relax, and come from out of it. I'll take the 1 Congress Hall on top at 7 or 2, and you'll get a decent price because the O'Dwyer filly is going to take money. The 7, you have the 5 on top. The Dale Capuano firster.
Did we have a little stat on the 1 Congress Hall?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Here, yeah, I know it was late, a little late to the table, but Hugh McMahon, the last 3 years on the dirt stand, he's 5 for 22, 23% horses going long for the second time. ROI of 243. And Congress Hall right back with him, another mile work. Stan, they don't want this filly to come up short. Improved first time going long. Lots of strange. I think My Lila, she's going to carry him a long, long way in here for Corrales, stretching back out off of that 3/4 race where she took kind of interesting money after being buried 2 prior races. But cold-hearted gal, Dale Capuano, the improvement works. It's kind of caught my eye here. Now, granted, lone sibling is 0 for 5, but I like that improvement works. Another $25,000 purchase in for 10. But hey, if this is going to shoot, they're going to just try to get it out of here first time out. If she doesn't perform well, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. But you've got to spread around in race number 5. 5-1-3-7 for me. The speed's going to definitely come from this 3, My Lila.
All right, so we like the same 4 fillies there. Race 5, let's turn the page here. Race 6 going to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 40,000 for straight 3-year-olds. Scratch to 1, Galazzo. The 3 is my top pick. You have Toy on top as well. Let's check out the race late December. The start didn't go very well. Here we go, breaking from the 1 hole.
Here we
Big
go.
Stumble.
Yeah, there's the stumble and spotting the field. Heck, Just Wave and Smile was about 4 lengths in about 2 strides, wasn't it, Stan? Look at that difference. Boom, boom, got to recover. That was first time gelding. We're going to go second time gelding today, and we're going to pick this race up at the quarter pole. I know we already saw the winner here, but let's follow a Toy in this race. Is able to ease out and get some room through the final 3/16 of a mile, and I think closes up quite well, just about 4 lengths through the final furlong. That bodes well. You might want to think this horse stretch out, get a little bit more ground, but just needs to come away cleanly. There's going to be plenty of speed in this race as well, Stan. I tell you, Charm City Band, pretty quick last time, Just Waving a Smile, wants to be up close to the pace. So DeShackle, another one, I think is going to be a forward presence. So Toy just needs to come away cleanly. Trombetta with a couple horses in here. He's got a firster plot to dots. The mare was pretty good. First full. The mare did her best running on the turf. We'll see with that outside draw. Plot to dots can show up. But all the money, I think the main money is going to pour in on Just Wave and Smile.
Yeah, going to be a heavy favorite once again today, beaten at 3-5, 2-5 last time in an 8-horse field, was in front, likes to maybe was first time blinkers last time, likes to kind of loaf around a little bit in the final stride. So second time blinkers today. They take the weight. They're taking 5 pounds off with the Bug Avery Wispin, so that might help you win a photo finish by a nose or something. 5 pounds will help you win a photo finish. So the 4 is going to be in front for Top Connections. Certainly has run consistent in both of his starts. Where we're both just going with a little price on top here with
exactly.
the three toy for very capable connections of Centron and Trombetta. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 to kick off the late daily double. We're going 6 furlongs here in race 7, claiming 16,000 filly mares 4 and up. My best bet of the day in this race is 6 Beautiful Maiden. I just went to the back class in this race, but let's start there. You did too. I had a hard time handicapping this race. The one Foggy Dreams, who I didn't use, she's live in this race. But the 6 Beautiful Maiden just has the back class. A sharp win last out up at Parks. Look at the campaign last year for the 5-year-old last year. 15 starts, 4 wins. She made $74,000. She's a 13-time winner. She's made almost $250,000. Kreiser has her in top form, and we both have her on top. She loves it here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, her and the 4 Hide and Seek Sally, they were both beneficiaries of a spirited duel in their most recent races. Beautiful Maiden clearly a bigger number up there at Penn National. Beating Madam Tiger was also in that race of Hide and Seek Sally's on January 1st of this year. So I tell you, Beautiful Maiden, she's going to have to stay close because Bustin' the Please looks like the lone lick of life in this race. First time for Claudio. Now, granted, what did she run against up at Finger Lakes? Just, the numbers are there. The horses, the class, I'm not quite so sure. But Beautiful Maiden, one thing's proven. Kreiser can win down here, and this filly, this mare, I should say, likes Laurel Park.
All right, with the 3, we have a video spotlight here of the 3, Too Hot Betty for Dale Capuano. Avery Wisman will ride a big second last out on January 1st at this level.
Oh, and this is the race we were talking about with Hide and Seek Sally. Too Hot Betty is inside under a pretty good drive, leaving the 3/8 pole, trying to gain on these leaders, and she's going to really come up to some trouble. In a shorter field, right? 4-horse field, you usually don't find this much trouble, but man, she gets put in a box here, top of the stretch. Hide and Seek Sally's got her pinned in, is going to roll right on by and win by 5 3/4. But I tell you, look at this, nowhere to run, just even almost
Brutal
about
trip.
The 16th pole. Then she finally gets a little seam here late and kicks on. At least she showed heart to keep going and to get up. She might turn the tables on Hide and Seek Sally. Let's see if she can bring that race back. But yeah, Bustin' the Please, Beautiful Maiden. I think they're going to be the 2 turning for home. Foggy Dreams I don't have in the top, but I can't leave her out of the exacta in here.
Top open, 16,000. No conditions here. Race 7, a wide open 16,000 claimer. Some nice filly and mares in there. Beautiful Maiden. She looks like she'd make an honest broodmare, wouldn't she? 13-time winner.
Couple of these horses.
She made 241, so she can win going long. All right, so a nice race there, race 7. But one of our features of the day, race 8, we're going to have a lot of national attention, coast to coast. It kicks off that popular national wager, the Stronach 5, with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. Industry low, 12% takeout, dollar minimum wager for the Stronach 5. Let's check out the lineup of races. Going to start Laurel Park, race 8, 349. Leg B, Gulfstream, race 8. Leg C, Golden Gate, race 3. Leg D, Santa Anita, race 3. Leg E, Gulfstream, race 10. Let's check out my ticket real quick. I have a $72 ticket for today's Stronach 5. Race 8 here at Laurel Park to kick it off. We've had 3 scratches. The 2, Day the Music Died. The 3, Too Much Data. And the 7, Throw the Fade. It's a wide open 6-horse field with a bunch of early speed. I hit the all button. Laurel Park, race 8. Maybe I can get a nice 6, 8-1 shot home here in the first leg of the Stronach 5. I'm going to need a price in the first leg of today's Stronach 5 because leg B at Gulfstream, I go with the 7-5 favorite on top, the 6 Chiclet Stream, Chad Brown. I'll single there on Chiclet Stream. Race 3 at Golden Gate, leg C, the 4 Paige Ann is even money, but she's trying synthetic for the first time. I'll also use a filly who's proven on the synthetic, the 7 Rewa there, leg C at Golden Gate. Then I used a 3-7, the 2 favorites at Santa Anita in leg D, and then the 4, 9, 10. That's a big field at Gulfstream Park. The 4 Yakko with Tyler Gaffleone. Tyler Gaffleone aboard at 9-2. Mary Epler's in there with Laurel coming off the layoff. The 10 at 7-2, and then the 9's 4-1 there. So there's my ticket, $72 ticket. Maybe I can get Mary to get me home there in the final leg.
How about I was watching, was it last week? How about Mary got Iced Tea to win on the turf
down there?
Yeah, with a gutsy run up the rail. Yeah.
Remember Iced Tea? Was last year, a couple years ago, off the layoff with Callie Francois at a big price.
Yep.
All right, well, here we go. Race 8, one of our features of the day. We're going 6 furlongs. It's also the Quinella time, race 8, last live race every racing day. We have the Quinella with that low 10% takeout. So race 8, a $16,000 starter allowance, optional claiming $25,000, going 6 furlongs, scratch the 2, 3, and the 7. Let's start here with the 5. Win Placer Show Nose going to end up being one of your favorites now for Dale Capuano. Avery Wisman rides, only has to carry 115. Let's show you the race late November at this level, right? Yeah, same condition, and he runs a real big second this day.
Yeah, this is a horse's stakes winner on the go back, the way go back. But I tell you, took him a little time to get back into form, and the blinkers went on last time. And look at this effort against Cowboy Miz. Win Place or Show, oh no, is just dead game all the way around the racetrack through some pretty good fractions. Half was all right, but I tell you, I like the determination. This horse battling back at the end to cut into that margin. Blinkers could be the key. He's got some back numbers to go on, but I tell you, the race is going to go through, I think, the 8, Fix Me a Sandwich, Joseph Taylor. This horse has won 3 in a row. He's kind of played cat and mouse with the conditions, wins an allowance back into 12-5, now back up the ladder, coming off a dominating performance. Beat Chili in Charge. I don't know if you remember that horse, Dan. Ran an 88 in the city of Laurel when just getting beat here a little bit ago. So Fix Me a Sandwich, awfully quick. This is a barn that is really performed well when coming to Laurel the last couple of years, 5 for 15 on the dirt with a positive ROI. And I'm not really too concerned of a bounce. This trainer 30% off of a top fig with sprinting on the dirt, so with sprints on the dirt. So I think Fix Me a Sandwich is live again. He's definitely going to come down off of that morning line. So Orinoco, yeah, he's probably going to sit that good stalking trip in here with Toledo.
Well, he runs well fresh. He ran a big race coming off a couple-month layoff back in mid-October. He scored a big 86 buyer that day against some tough customers. Had a next-out winner out of that race. Toledo's been aboard the last 3 starts. He's won 2 of his last 3 on this 8-year-old. He's been managed beautifully by Mike Giralis and owner Mark Lapidus. Had a big year last year. So Sir Orinoco runs well, fresh. We use the same same 4 horses there. I hit the all button. I mean, how about the 4 Stroll Smoking with the X-Man Jerry Rob's going to slip away at 6-8-1.
Exactly.
Won a starter allowance last out. Now first off the claim for Jerry and the X-Man. The 4 Stroll Smoking, who neither one of us picked, but that's why I hit the all button, because I think this race is wide open to kick off the Stronach 5.
Tough to leave anybody out of your exacts as you're talking about. This horse has a 90 back on his page, a few races back. Took advantage of a kind of a paceless race last time. Had a little hiccup coming away slowly, was really used hard. That's why it was just lasted late, a cleaner break. This horse can conserve. He can stalk and make a move into it. I don't know if anybody really wants to go with this 8-horse early. Really, because that might be to their detriment. But they got to keep them in the sights. They can't let them slip away with an easy quarter. Really good race the first quarter of a mile. See where these jockeys position their runners. But I'll take Joseph Taylor again. He owes me no money.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Stronach 5 Day is here. Dave Robbins coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.